For dinner tonight of night 1 of the January Pantry Challenge, it's January 3rd, 2022. We're having fishless fish and chips with a cold frosty one. These are homemade chips that I made out of the potatoes that I got today. And then we have coleslaw that I made. It's got cabbage, carrots, a little bit of mayo, vinegar, little tiny bit of sugar, and salt and pepper. We have our lovely candlelight. So yes, night 1 of January 2022 Pantry Challenge. Let's see how it goes for the month. See you tomorrow night. All right, it is now Tuesday night, January 4th, and fish and chips were so good last night that we're going to have it again tonight, and then we will have the leftovers for lunch tomorrow and make fish tacos for our lunch. So that's what we're having: the fish, the homemade chips, the coleslaw, and a cold frosty beer, and our candlelight. So we will see you for dinner tomorrow night. For dinner tonight, we are having Swiss steak, mashed potatoes, and roasted asparagus. This is some meat that was in Mama's freezer, and I couldn't just throw it away. I cooked it up and made Swiss steak with it, and then the mashed potatoes and the yummy roasted asparagus. And then we had some crescent rolls in the fridge, so that's what we're having for dinner tonight on Wednesday, January 5th. For dinner tonight, I took the leftover Swiss steak from last night and made mangled enchiladas. And we also have black beans and brown rice, and then a salad on our plate. So yeah, that's what we are having for Thursday, January 6th for our pantry challenge. So I'm really doing good, working through the pantry, working through all the stuff. So really great. So we will see you for dinner tomorrow night. Yes, working through the heart healthy red wine also. For dinner tonight on Friday night, January 7th, I have some leftover Swiss steak, and I've got some leftover tomato sauce. I've got some leftover vegetables. I have a potato that needs to be used, a zucchini that's on its last leg. I've got some of these super greens. I'm going to make vegetable beef soup. I've got some mixed vegetables that came out of the freezer I'm going to use up, and I'm going to put a few extra peas in with the soup, and then I have some frozen spinach that I pulled out of the freezer. So I'm going to put it all together, and we're going to have vegetable beef soup with corn muffins tonight. Okay, there it is. I'm going to let it simmer for about an hour, hour and a half, and it'll be ready. It'll be a good dinner tonight. It is a really nice, warm, sunshiny day here in Southern California, but when the sun sets, it does get chilly. So it'll be really good, warm, delicious soup on a chilly evening. For dinner tonight on Saturday, January 8th, for our pantry challenge, we are having Big Mac Sloppy Joes. So I have this Impossible ground stuff in my freezer. It's frozen block, but it will defrost really nicely in the pan. And so when it gets browned up, I'm going to add some chopped red onions, some chopped dill pickle, and some Thousand Island dressing. This is salad dressing that was in Mama's refrigerator, so I'm going to use it up. And I have buns, and then I also am roasting some asparagus and then some onion rings that were in Mama's freezer. So that's what we are having for dinner tonight. After I brown up the Impossible, then I chop up the red onion and the dill pickle and put it in and keep browning it, and then I will put in the Thousand Island dressing, and that's our Big Mac Sloppy Joes. And here it is on the plate. It's definitely sloppy, but it's really good. It makes your house smell like McDonald's. And the onion rings smell good, and then the roasted asparagus are always delicious. So yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight on Saturday, January 8th. All right, for dinner tonight on Monday, January 10th, I found these in Mama's freezer, so I would have these over at Mama's. I would usually have these over at Mama's whenever I went over there, and I wanted a chicken sandwich, or we wanted to have chicken sandwiches. I would have these there, so I found those in her freezer, so I got those out. So I'm going to make Thanksgiving in January. I love to make this dinner. I haven't made it for a couple months, so I do chicken patties. I found this cornbread stuffing in my pantry. I found some cranberry sauce in my pantry, and I like to use this mushroom gravy, and then we'll have it with green beans. So that will be our dinner tonight. Last night on Sunday, I did breakfast for dinner, and I didn't get to film it. I did tofu scramble. I found 3 sausages in my freezer. 2 were non-vegan, 1 was vegan. I just cooked those up, we ate those, and I made breakfast potatoes, and we had toast and jelly. So that was a really good dinner, and tonight this is what we're going to have for dinner. And here it is, cooked up, the chicken patty, the stuffing, the mushroom gravy, the cranberry sauce. Oh, I also had some leftover crescent rolls in the fridge that I pulled out, and then the green beans. So yeah, that's what we're having for Day 10 of Pantry Challenge for January. So we will see you next week for next week's dinners.